I'm here, guys. You guys can't hear Kaizen yet. Nor can you hear Mist. But what's up, guys? It's been a minute since I last streamed. I know that you guys will probably see the stream starting soon time, but that's just a Genjutsu because I will be starting the stream now. Kaizen, just want to ask if I could just play your ish in the background. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, today's stream is going to be going over our final thoughts for Just Patch. How do I feel about killing Shot? I mean, I'm not surprised. She's a previous villain. you give her enough ammo, she'll go back to her villain ways. I mean, once again, not surprised. Not surprised in the slightest. Give me 1 sec, guys. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to get my thumbnail. For some reason, my thumbnail wasn't on. Yeah. So pretty much my thoughts on it were that I think that in terms of her killing Shroud, I'm not that surprised. Like I said, I definitely feel like people are surprised mainly due to the fact that like they thought that some other hero would have took him out maybe, or probably is to some extent, you know, Robert would took her out. But I mean, took him out, but I'm not surprised that it was her. I mean, I don't see Blonde Blazer being like, I gotta put you down. Like, I don't see that happening at all. And I mean, maybe like one of the previous villains, but I feel like that would have defeated the point of the whole game, which is to reform them. And I think that the fact that we have Invisigirl, this chick who we've already had previous problems with doing this, is kind of making the whole thing, you know, thematically sound. Because if you just add like, you know, I don't know if in what's the punch up? Like if you had punch up kill Shroud, it wouldn't have much reasoning. It'd be random. It'd be really random. So I just feel like for her to be doing that, that makes sense. We already had her this whole game kind of being wishy-washy or having to like constantly be babysitted in terms of like having her have some confidence in being a good person or a hero. So to come to find out that she's a villain, not only once but twice, because she double crossed you twice, makes sense on why she's so, you know, I don't know. It makes sense for her to be so mentally unstable that she would do something like that just because she gets upset about at Shroud for like maybe making her feel like she had to be the villain. When in reality, it was her choice. Like she chose to do that. No one put a gun in her head. Yeah, somebody had to do it. No one put a gun to her head. No one said like, "I have your family hostage." She chose to do that. So
I think that having Invisigal's impact throughout the entire story really does um it makes the entire game feel more honest. Like I said, I don't think if you have Blonde Blazer as the main love interest, or Invisigal just be forgiven, that it really there's no message. Like there's no lesson to be learned. It's like the standard DC superhero bullshit that we've always see. And I think forcing her to actually go through that makes it more genuine.
yeah,
And I can see her coming back in a later game and actually having to deal with those consequences. Like, hello, Robert. It's like Visigal.
Invisigal.
Visigal. The weird, we used to be an item thing, but it is like Black Cat and Spider-Man in a way. In their craziest iterations. Black Cat's done some pretty wild shit. Peter still like kind of comes back in a sense. Like, I still see the good in you. And she's like, I don't know why, but all right, we'll play this game until, you learn your lesson. I kind of like that dynamic.
I agree.
I was thinking Terra again.
Tara's a good comparison too. Now you got me thinking she's gonna come back in season 2. I'm not Invisigal. Call me Clarity.
All be clear.
Good.
It's
But no, I completely agree.
all be clear.
I think Black. I mean, Black Cat didn't do the best. I don't know. I feel like for somebody who keeps trying to do the right thing, quote unquote, she does the worst. Like at least with Black Cat, like Black Cat is aware that she's doing wrong, so she knows how to actually do good actions. I don't know about Invisigirl. Like Invisigal, like she just be doing whatever, and then it's like, I'm doing this for you. How? When you put my friends in danger and you put yourself in danger and you put other people in danger. Like, how many times did she put herself and other people in danger? Like 3 times already?
Let's see. The old guy in the donut shop. That's one.
Yeah, 1.
We could go back to Robert in the beginning. That's 2.
That's 2. She did it with oh my god, the devil chick. 2, because
That's 3.
that's 3. And then obviously the last time with Keep Up, Mr. Keep Up.
That's 4.
And then obviously once again when she did the double cross at the end, 5.
Oh, so that's 5. 5 in a row.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a lot of mistakes.
And not like minor ones. This isn't like you drop somebody's coffee in the floor. Like,
Call out to the cat guy.
yeah, that's literally what I saw. I was like, I gotta go with it. Like, no, you're putting yourself and other people in continuous danger, and you keep rushing and not sitting down, taking 30 seconds to think, maybe I shouldn't do this. Or
Yeah,
maybe let me communicate with
basically-
people. Like, that's her biggest fault. She doesn't communicate.
She's a lone wolf, man. Says it on her
She's
card.
basically incapacitated right now.
She's a lone wolf. It's literally one of her in-game perks. You upgrade her.
Like,
She's a dork.
I'm never gonna hit the romance selection part of this. I'm just speaking solely, chat, about just her as a character. I get what they're trying to do there. They're trying to like showcase like she makes bad decisions, but she still has good qualities. I'm not saying that I don't understand their writing choices. Yo, whenever he misses that fist bump, that makes me sad. Um, but I definitely feel like they do the writing team does not the best job to have me, the player, sympathize or even empathize with Invisigal, because she's done on 5 separate occasions something that's put other people in danger. And I don't know how that I don't know how it works. I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works. I don't know how you want me to empathize for a character who has no emotional capacity for intimacy except for her random moments of, you know, impulse based sexual tension that she creates between her and Robert. And then she goes back to being like a cat for like 85-90% of the game.
That's the whole quality
Give
of
me a
cat,
sec.
bro. That's her whole thing. Wow, I can't begin to express how annoying this team is.
It's tight. Get around it.
I didn't dash. Thank you, Sasuke.
Like, at least with Terror, you could use the she was still a child argument.
Yeah, how old is Invisigal?
Shit,
27.
not sure enough.
27. Same age as me.
So yeah, she's 27 years old, and she's got the emotional communication skills of an actual infant. Can't really empathize with that. Like and I'm sitting here thinking like, I know you're saying she's a villain, but like, I don't know. I think even villains communicate to some extent.
Well, it is to express disappointment, anger.
Something. Oh, and that's another thing I want to hit on, and I know that, and no pun intended, the physical levels that she portrays towards Robert, and I don't mean it in the advancing her towards him in that way. I mean just like literally like when she got upset with him, punching him. How are you supposed to make a relationship that's anything coherent when you have a chick who who you chastise because she couldn't do a basic job, and then instead of just taking the feedback, she's like, "You suck," and then punches you right in the face. How is that a healthy relationship?
Ask the down bad dudes that question, not us.
I can fix her.
I can fix her, but she could hit me. Okay.
I'm telling you, people aren't really looking at her from a realistic, looking at her from a game standpoint. No real man, unless you're into being beaten around. No judgment here. If that's what you like to be slapped around, hey man.
More power to you.
Like, you'd be surprised how many guys are actually be genuine into that. But the bottom line is like, no one's really looking at these characters from a actual sensible standpoint because no one would actually tolerate that.
My choices are beat down and being let on. I think we all know what the choice is.
Yeah, I'd rather just be let on at that point.
Excuse me. And since we're already at the part about choices that are causing harm in other people, specifically and especially Robert, we got to address the elephant in the room. Do you think that the kiss that she gave him was non-consensual?
I mean, all the time, right?
What?
All the time. I mean, from talking about the locker scene.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Especially if you're.
Is there anything consensual that she did with Robert?
Yeah. I don't think she had any moments of like consent I think that's one of those. It depends on the route you go. But even then, like, just finding out, like, oh, okay, you're a piece of shit, you're a traitor, and then you disappear, and then you do that, and then you leave.
Then you come back, then you push me against the locker and make out with me without me saying anything.
Yeah. This gal's one of those people that'll kill you, bro. Fuck your whole life up. 'Cause everything with her is just a test. Like, she just wants to see your reaction. She wants to see what's going on. It's not even a genuine interaction at that moment. Depending on how you answer betrayal, you have, I gotta think on it, that's fucked up, like, give me time. You got, I forgive you, and then
You have I'm done. You have the I'm done.
Oh yeah, then I'm done. Like, fuck you, you're done. And every version, she still does it. So
No, I think if you say I'm done, I don't think she does it.
I don't know. I look at every version.
We're gonna have to test that one out.
Am I fighting nothing but pieces of shit today? Me balling Kai.
Look where you are.
Right.
Which also, I guess another thing I want, and I know Chad, I'm kind of going all over the place, but this is just freeballing thought process about Invisigal before we get to the other components of the game. I'm just also confused in terms of like a writing standpoint, for her action, like not for her why she did her actions. Like we just addressed it, she's random as F, and she has no impulse control. That's just been established since literally episode 1, day 1.
I don't want to hear you little niggas with diseases talking about, oh, she said she. Okay. I know people trying to use that card, too. Well, she has a mental disorder. She literally said she has ADHD.
Which, once again, doesn't justify actions. Like, a person can have ADHD, that doesn't mean they're going to go and slash someone's neck with a knife. Or punch someone in the face for a disagreement. Especially if that person's your boss.
That's more like a cop-out. Like, oh, okay, I know I was diagnosed, so I'm going to get out of anything I may or may not do.
Yeah. Is literally, it's a bona fide cop-out. Like, cop-out 101. But I'm also I'm confused by the writer's purpose for having her do this double cross. It just doesn't make, like, just plot sense. Because why would you say, hey, I'm taking a job from Shroud in the beginning of the game, didn't know it was Robert, which I'll give you the slide for that, but then still proceed to put the bomb on his robot, then go to oh my god, what's the name of the organization?
The Z Team. It's called the Z Team.
Yeah, which is Z Team.
Yeah.
To go to Z Team, be with Z Team for like a week, some change maybe. I don't know how long, it doesn't matter.
It sounds like they've been quiet through a couple of people at this point.
Okay,
I'd say
a month. Okay, we'll say max a month, just to give them a benefit of the doubt. And then have her, once again, try to prove herself by getting Robert the component that he needs for his robot suit. But then get caught after we told her not to do it. But then she joins Shroud's team again after saying that we need to get Robert's stuff for his robot because Shroud is dangerous.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to me.
Why would you join the team that you literally said you wouldn't join anymore? And even if you want to say as a viewer, well, maybe the writers were doing it to showcase that she was a double agent, there is no indication of that at all. Like, she just was just saying, I trust me, let me go, I'm gonna help you. And then I guess she helped them, but then she backstabbed them again.
Yeah.
And there was no build up. There was no like foreshadowing, nothing.
Writing assassination. Like, it's the same thing with Shroud. I think really the fact that they didn't know how good this game was gonna do. They're like, all right, we need to end this. How do we make this shit work? Oh, okay, Mizugal's the bad girl. And then we'll just throw Shroud in there and then we'll end it. Without actually taking a step back and realizing how retarded that looks from a writing standpoint, because it's not consistent.
It's not consistent at all.
Only consistent if you pick one specific route, which ruins the point of the game because it's supposed to be decision based. It's supposed to work with the plot regardless of what you do. It's supposed to make sense. So you're really writing 3 different stories, technically.
And the
And
only route that you pick is the one that makes sense is the one where she gets shot. I'm not shot when she stabs Shroud. My bad.
Otherwise, none of them make any sense. Which is pretty dumb in my opinion.
Yeah.
Pretty dumb. They could have definitely did better when it comes to how they finished writing it. But like I said, I think time constraints plus like, what if this game flops? Then at that point, I think they just let it go. They're like, well, we don't know. I hope they do go for the, you know, the direction where they kind of do what Telltale did, which is basically rewriting a certain portion of it, regardless of your decision. If they decide to make the next game, but if they don't, then it's kind of gonna suck quite a bit.
I want my demon woman route. Give it to me.
Good.
Yeah, we all do. We Ted ass.
Reroute that. Rewrite that.
Fiendin'.
Good as hell.
Fiendin'.
Yeah. How do you say the name? Ad Hoc Studio.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah, Ad Hoc. Yeah. Remake the episodes. Add my demon lady, please, and thank you.
Good.
Like, you guys want me to choose between Invisigal and Blonde Blazer. It's not a hard decision at all.
Apparently not. Apparently not.
Yeah, 90% of the world picked Invisigal, by the way.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I feel like even going further with what Kaizen said, where the game doesn't make sense on the story level in terms of consistency because of Invisigal's whole action and routes. If you go solely based off just the plot alone, I forgot about this part.
But I feel like this is still Reflex.
It's not. I saw this dude playing in another stream earlier today.
Yeah, plot-wise, it just... I don't know. It feels ill-consequential to have her get everything back. That's why I like the you don't win anybody romance route. I feel like Blonde Blazer doesn't make sense. And I also feel like Invisigal doesn't make sense. Because nobody in their right mind would trust that woman after she did what she did. Unless, again, you're either terribly Peter Parker levels of naive. you like being a sucker. You enjoy it. That's just something you're into.
And what I was gonna say is that, well, for me, Blonde Blazer was the better option solely because she was the only person between the two who was supportive of Robert. At every turn, Blonde Blazer was just always being the person who cared about Robert. Was she a little? She was a tease in the beginning for sure with the first episode. I'm not even gonna say her and lie. Like there's no cap behind that. Like she was like random, but at least she was for the most part a positive source of encouragement. Like
she was a positive source. Hey.
I'm dead.
Yo.
Am I wrong?
Yo.
Am I wrong? She wasn't a positive source?
All right, chat. Let's just go to the other characters now.
Did I?
Smack like he's not reading what I'm putting down.
How y'all like the other characters, man?
Nah, we're not gonna talk about how she's walking around asking you to unzip her dress, right?
No, zip up her chest. Zip up her chest.
It was
chat. Zip up her chest, chat. It was zip up her chest. Trust.
Any woman who... And this was what, the first day that they were working together? The second day?
This was like day 2.
Second day you clock in. Imagine you got a bad manager, and she say, "Come in the office." You thinking, okay, we're gonna talk about the, who needs
The
to be
job.
fired or work on,
Yeah.
especially since she's gonna hit you in the room talking about some professionality. And then she say, "Hey, Robert, this isn't my dress, but what do you think? Can you zip me up for a second?" You zip her up, and then she has the nerve to ask you, "What do you think?" Fishing for compliments. Which, by the way, Robert does have that answer if you pick it.
I'm not
There
taking
is
that
an
bait in real life. I know that.
Yeah. There's an option where Robert is straightforward enough to straight up tell the truth. Like, and he says something along the lines of, "I have something against women fishing for compliments." She's like, "I wasn't fishing." He's like, straight up calling her on bullshit. That was the right response. I love that he's so confident in support he don't even block. He just stands there.
But yeah, how do y'all feel about the side characters?
My favorite is definitely Sonar. And it's not because I like Moist Critical. I never watched that man a day in my life.
Uh-huh.
I have never watched a Moist Critical video or stream. Nice try.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Sonar was funny.
I like this character. He's a funny dude. Funny nigga. I like Sonar a lot.
I think I used to hate him, but Flambe is my favorite.
Yo, I was at work today and there was a dude who spoke just like him, same speech pattern.
You
I
don't
was
like
calling him-
Cajun Flame and
Yeah.
Torch?
Nah, dude, it was hilarious. He had the same
I'm-
like
No,
he was tweaking.
I originally
speaking-
didn't like him, but then after this, he did the song in the bar. I was like, all right, he's funny. He's cool.
I just like his speech pattern. Like
You get it, Robert.
Cajun Flame and Torch.
Lock it down, Robert.
I didn't know we needed a Cajun Flame and Torch till we got one.
I'm gonna just say it. What if he dies?
like dickhead. We're all thinking it.
All right.
And the crazy part is the actor's not acting.
This is his voice.
That's just like he's a dickhead in real life. If you watch the interview with the voice cast, he literally just interacts like this. They're like, "How was the voicing?" And he's like, "I don't know. I just put the paper down and I read." Weird. Yeah. Like I have to be here. Jesse doesn't have
I'm
to
here
be
so
here.
I don't get fined.
He's rich. I
So-
have to be here.
I'm not gonna lie. Sonar was the obvious choice between him and
Coop.
Coop.
Nah, I kept Sonar.
I'm saying Sonar was the obvious choice.
To keep.
Oh, yeah.
To keep.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised anybody picked Coop over him. I'm like, really?
Yeah. She just doesn't have that personality.
She gives
He's
me
just a
prisoner. I mean, not prisoner. She gives me. I'm looking at her being a prisoner now. She gives me a villain energy.
Yeah, she doesn't seem redeemed.
Again, assassin.
She should also be an option, by the way, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Here we go.
Y'all are wild.
Here we go.
Not wildin'.
Here we
The
go.
beginning scene. The beginning when she first talked to Robert after he burned or tripped Flambe. Yeah, nah, she had no business talking like that. She had way too much energy. Well,
Here we go.
oh, here we go. Me. I can fix her, bro.
God.
Yo.
I can fix her.
God.
I can fix her. I don't know about y'all, but I can do it.
I can do it. Me, not you. Me.
R.I.P. to Chase, though.
Chase. Oh, he ain't dead, bro. Flying around.
Take that amulet off and see that.
That is true. That's a crazy weakness. But we getting yo, I'm getting off track.
No.
The ending, the overall ending was good. It just really suffered from watching it bad. I genuinely feel like it was good though. It just suffered from that. I think they had it good for a while.
Oh,
and then they
Golem and
looked-
Prism. Prism was really funny too.
Yeah, Golem was solid through the whole thing.
Temporary, you blind forever.
You blind forever. Bro, she like your black cousin. The family reunion. The ghetto black cousin that you fuck with. Nigga, you blind forever.
You
God.
blind forever. I used to be only 7 feet before the landslide. Like, all right, Golem.
Man, I said only 7 feet.
Had me cracking up.
Yeah. The only characters that I think really suffered from assassination at this Robert's consistent through. I think it's Invisigal and Shroud. I think really, those are the two characters that suffered the most.
And honestly, Invisigal is the really, like, out of the two, the worst offender, because at least with Shroud, he was consistent just until the end.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It just didn't make sense, the ending. Like, why is she evil suddenly?
And why is he giving her a double-crossing job when he literally went to go get Robert and asked Robert where what the stuff was?
Yeah, if he's supposed to be such an ore farming dude, and he's like, yeah, she tricked me too. Why Shroud? Why would he
Hire her again? It makes no sense.
Shroud think what we think, and we can fix her, but it's not gonna work that way, buddy.
I guess they wanted a Black Zetsu moment? Question mark?
Yes, but even Madara, that's the result of bad writing. That's fuck. We got like 3 chapters. How do we end this? Madara's too strong.
Madara's too strong.
No, that's exactly what Madara got treated as.
I know, I'm just saying Madara's too strong. Shroud, you're too strong.
Kishimoto did a halfway decent job tying it in with the whole, oh, he got my back.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with Shroud. And we'll make like a whole separate video on him. 'Cause he's the most disappointing character to me.
He could have had it all.
But that's what he is.
Because he was ore farming. He could have had it all. Shroud was menacing things since, like I said, Slade Wilson. But they ruined it.
See, the thing about it for me is that all he just needed to do one more thing left, and that was like, blow up the moon, and I'd have been like, yeah, he's that guy. Like if he blew up half the moon, if that was like one of the endings, I'd have been like, yeah, he's him. I don't even want to hear anything ever again.
How would he do that? With his grenade form?
No, with the whatever that thing is that powers Robert's suit.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
He would have used that. He'd have been like, you know what? Y'all want to play games in my face? We could all go.
I know he's mad, Sakata.
We can all go.
Boom. Tidal waves.
Oh, he's upset. He's upset.
But yeah, the side characters are really good. I like each one of them, and I think that's kind of hard to do. I think it's hard to make characters that are enjoyable, but also provide some level of depth, because in the small interactions that you would see them have, they still had feelings. They still cared about each other, and they still actually tried to be a source of good in each other's lives. I mean, I think that's even evident when they had come all together to say, hey, we need Invisigal out of here. They would, like Robert said himself, they would never would have done that. That's giving your characters that are side characters agency, and that's not a lot of games. A lot of games don't do that.
A lot of shows don't do that.
Yeah, especially an indie game. Indie game is you just do it. You do everything. But yeah, I like that a lot. They gave their side characters agency and some autonomy, and I think that's not always the most common thing or the easiest thing to write, because they could have just been one-dimensional flat characters.
Agree.
So, I do wish though they gave my man Omni-Man some more character development.
What's his name?
Omni-Man.
Phenomenal.
Oh God.
Phenomenal.
Oh my god! I'm not going to try it.
I said Omni-Man. Phenomenon.
No, Phenomenal.
Yeah, let's just keep it there. Keep it there.
Yeah.
He's so copy and paste. I called him Omni-Man. Yo.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
He's he doesn't do anything for me as a character. He's just very like he's I mean, I guess the only thing that makes me enjoy his characters when he says things in a very serious tone about the dumbest stuff. Like, I thought we were playing Magic the Gathering. I still hope we do. Like, okay.
Spent $800 on melons.
That ass too. Do you not spend 800 on melons?
No.
No.
No, Phenomenal nigga, you don't do that. Bad Phenomenal nigga.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, I wish he had more depth because, like, kind of like he didn't have any arc that helped him close his relationship with Blonde Blazer, nor did he have anything that really brought him closer to the other cast
Members.
Characters. Yeah, like
Yeah, that's why I kept him out. That's his Water Boy.
Yeah. I think that was a good call because if you play with I keep wanting to call that man Omni-Man. If you kept playing with Phenomenon Man, all he does is if you go to bar fight, he doesn't take part in it. He just gives the people food. And then when you guys make the choice for who to kick out, he says, I didn't care. I don't care about this. I'm like, okay. So I wish they gave him something more to do. He just kind of seemed like after that whole plot with Blonde Blazer and the $800 melons, he just didn't have any relevancy.
We're not here to help you cope with a breakup, my dude.
Yeah. Now. Yeah. I just wish they did more with him. Waterboy was a breath of fresh air. Especially when you had that talk with him in the bucket.
Yeah, the bucket.
How did he do that? You know what?
Okay. I feel bad for Waterboy. He also needs a character analysis. Poor thing.
He needs a season 2.
He could have been Shred, bro. He could have been Shred, bro.
He should have been. We were robbed.
We were robbed, Robert.
We were Robert the Third. But yeah.
We were robbed, sir.
I just wish he got. I think my only thing is I think he had good character development to an extent. I just wish that it showcased through his powers more. Because his moves were trash. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that's the whole point. He's a janitor.
Nah, I feel like, but I wish his powers could have been linked to his level of confidence. So if he got more confident, he could have had stronger water powers. I think that'd have been great.
If you want to be like Kisame, just shooting off water sharks?
I want him to at least be like Flambe, where Flambe's making a whole fire tornado and making Robert have to use all his abilities.
It's a super villain with confidence.
You want to be Kisame.
If he becomes Kisame, then he deserves it. If there's ever a character that deserves it, it's Waterboy. This man spits on TVs and cleans them. Like, I don't know how else to make you feel worse.
It's kind of a tough.
Oh, there's worse. I think of worse.
But yeah.
He's kind of retarded. But that's what makes him cool, because by the end of the game, everybody's kind of supporting him. They went from, oh, this nigga sucks, to, hey, it's Waterboy, let's do it. pretty cool.
Yo, he sucks.
Because he does suck. Like, Waterboy's not good, bro. He really does suck.
I remember he did one move where he spit water out and propelled himself in the air and then fell on.
And then fell on them.
It's
He might as well that dude Murata from Demon Slayer.
I was like, bro, what are you doing? And also, why is Waterboy so tall? I was like, yo, this man tall though.
I don't know.
Hey, you picked the wrong career, Waterboy.
I don't
Want to go in the NBA?
Yeah.
Not with that lack of confidence, you won't.
I genuinely wish I knew. I don't. He's a cool character though.
Yeah, we gotta pour out some liquor for our favorite old head, though.
Okay. Can you take guesses for how tall you think Waterboy is right now?
He's tiny, bro. He's short.
What's your guess?
Height?
Yeah.
It's gotta start with a 5.
I think he's like 5'6".
What do you think, Miss? I'm gonna tell y'all, you're wrong right now, Kaizen. You're wrong. He's taller than he's taller than what you're giving. He's taller than what you're giving him credit for, by the way.
5'10"?
That's your final lock-in answer.
Yeah, I'm sticking with 5'10".
What about you, Kaizen?
Oh, I'm 6 feet, bro. Go with that.
He's 6'4".
The hell?
That's it's pretty interesting. I was gonna tell.
Crazy. Man is a big friendly giant.
I mean, I was thinking, like, every time you see him on screen, he's slouching because he's got to look down at people, bro.
He's slouching. Got it.
Bro,
He is slouching though. Usually when he talks to Robert, he does.
Yes, and Robert's a tall dude. Robert's not short by any means necessary.
I'm sure. How tall is Robert?
I'm Googling it now. Robert's 5'10". 5'9" to 5, between 5'9" and 5'10".
So he's average. All right.
But yeah. I can't speak on this because only Kaizen can, because I actually have not played the full game yet. I mean, I've seen all the clips and everything, but how did you feel about the gameplay, Kaizen?
Gameplay?
Yeah, actual gameplay.
Yeah.
Like the things
The
that you
actual
did.
dispatching?
Yes, and the hacking too.
The hacking was decent. It made you use your brain, which was cool. Kind of reminded me of them Arkham, missions and shit.
Yep, that and Spider-Man.
Definitely
Was I a
Spider-Man.
huge fan of the dispatching? No, not at all. After a while, I kind of got tired of dispatching.
I only got mad at the dispatching when I got holed.
Which for me was often.
Especially when it was dumb missions like, can you get me coffee?
Like, I would fill up 95% of the board, but then that 5%, whoop, nope, failed. Like, are y'all serious?
What made you tired of it?
It was repetitive. On top of the fact that you don't even have to win. I mean, it could have been my settings. I don't think you have to win.
Didn't look like it from when I watched anybody else play.
It looks like no matter what you do, it kind of just ends the same way. And
Yeah.
on top
I
of
kept
that,
trying to get perfect.
doing good doesn't really reward you with anything either. I've seen the other versions where people get perfects and you don't get anything except for blonde laser.
No, so here's the thing: if you do well on the missions, because I actually read on it, the team made a whole response because people were saying like I did all these options in Visigal, and they were actually saying like the game, all the choices you make, how you do in the dispatch missions, it impacts the way you go about getting the final results in the game. Having Invisigal become a better person, you with your relationship with whoever you pick, and also how you can choose to reform the whatever character that you didn't want on the team. So it has impact. It just isn't being properly conveyed to you as the player. That's the problem.
Pretty dumb.
That sounds about right.
Like, how would you know that? Like when you lost the mission where you were supposed to take down, I think it was what was her name? Coop. You failed it, which I had never seen before, and because you failed it, you couldn't redeem her.
I thought I would have anyway.
Could she really be redeemed though?
That's a whole nother bag of worms, bro. I personally don't think I would redeem somebody or say, hey, let that person go who just tried to kill me 10 minutes ago. But that's the whole thing. That's the issue that Kaizen and you both brought up earlier. Like, actually, I don't think we hit this yet. The game gives the most weirdest levels of redemption. Like, we do the weirdest redemption stuff. Like, someone will throw a coffee mug at somebody, and then Rob would be like, what the F, man? And then the rest of the day will go on. And I'm sitting here like, what? If someone threw a coffee mug at me because they didn't like a response to me, we'd have a whole HR meeting. What are we doing here?
No, I'm beating.
You got Coop, who just tried to kill me, and we even gave her the option for redemption, and she still chose to not be a redempted person, and we're supposed to forgive her? Oh nah. I don't even know why they made that an option.
That's what Naruto would do.
That's what Naruto would do.
That's what Naruto would do.
Yeah, it was a close match.
Just running around spamming. Yo.
Like,
that's tech.
I'm trying to focus on this shit, but they are pissing me off. We got plenty of time to lock in later, though. So let's talk more about Waterboy. What do y'all think his future might be like if we do get a part 2? I'd like to see a more confident Waterboy, more spoken up version. I thought that's what we were going to get by the end of the game. I was a little disappointed to see him just throw himself.
I see him becoming honestly,
his Shoji arc.
I don't think he's gonna become. I think if they did a season 2, I would really like him to become the leader of Team Z.
That's wild.
I know.
That's something.
Wouldn't that be interesting though?
I don't know if he would be capable of doing something like that.
But that's the point.
Robert would have to be dead for that to be a thing.
No, I'm saying like Robert's obviously like the manager and he dispatches them, but I feel like in terms of like the leader of Team Z, I think Waterboy will be an interesting character to have to put in that role because it gives you the opportunity to see if he's able to handle it or not, and your choices will be the factor that impacts how well of a leader he becomes. That would be fire.
I guess.
Y'all are.
And I don't know why we're saying if we're getting a season 2. Like the game wasn't dumb successful.
Yeah.
True, but we've seen companies make stupider decisions.
I know one thing. If Visigal to be a hero, I don't want her to be on the team. Get her out here. She's having a civilian job from now on.
She's having civilian jobs from that. There's a car that needs washing, busy.
Yeah,
You handle it.
all I want to see is my car look like it's washing itself because she's invisible the whole time.
Yes, sir.
Hold your breath. That whole job.
That's kind of crazy, man. That sounds like vice.
You know, when you make 5 big mistakes like that, I think you deserve to wash my tires.
Super wash my tire. So awfully specific. Do you just envision her cleaning your car, sir?
I mean, you guys brought it up. I didn't say the car thing.
Definitely did.
Nah. She could work at I don't know, whatever she wants to work at. She could work wherever she wants to. She could be a DJ since she's such high
Put my fries
energy.
in the bag. Put my fries in the bag.
She could be a DJ since she has such high energy and constantly shifting energy. She could be a DJ. There we go. Or I could see her getting into, I don't know, rock climbing or some ish.
Rock climb.
That was very random, Ocean.
I'm being random because I really don't know what she could do because the only things I've seen of her hobby wise is lie and run away. There's not a lot of jobs that I feel like I could trust you to do.
That was very random.
Lie.
That's all she does is lie and run away. Like, what job would you trust her with? I don't know.
I wouldn't trust her to do anything else.
What job would you personally give her? Guys,
I got a couple of mine.
go ahead. I'm all yours, man. I gotta know these jobs.
You heard it first, but
But he's
some
about to say
don't require you to. I did already, but some don't require you to be seen. So I could have, a couple of jobs. I mean, she could be a spy, right? She could spy on people.
I don't trust her to spy on people. She'd F it up somehow.
And we could fix that.
No, we can't. She had one. She let a guy go twice. The same dude took her 3 times, and then the 3rd time she almost still failed. I don't trust her to walk. I don't trust her to walk a dog.
Damn, not even a dog.
Nah.
This man got Hashi, Raikage, and Gara. Oh, he's stealing my tech.
You wouldn't walk her though? These are the questions. Nah, you know they want to know, man. You gotta add some.
People deserve to know the truth.
No, what?
You wouldn't trust her to walk a dog, but the question is, would you walk her? That's the question we're asking.
That's wild. That's wild. No,
Am I in the Twilight Zone? I sound like Irby,
I
bro.
guess so.
Remember he said that shit had me screaming. Mine's Twilight Zone.
Oh, he's pulling some new tech with Raikage. What the hell?
You saw that, right?
What type of jump was that?
No, I guess since we're hitting other parts, how did you feel about the animations and stuff, the scenes?
For their budget, it was decent. I wasn't expecting, a movie anyway. So I think the budget, especially at the end, was very good. Very well, I give him a 10 out of 10 for that. That budget was clean.
10 out of 10.
Oh, are you saying my scores are?
Actually, let me find out how much they spent on that. Okay, the game was estimated to be in the low millions.
Low millions?
Low.
Then I just expect more. Now I'm disappointed. Like my low millions. Well, actually, no, because for the voice acting they had,
I was literally about to say the voice actors were like A-list
Most of that shit was
celebrities.
most of that shit definitely went to voice actors.
Yeah, so low millions is kind of making sense. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's low millions and not high,
I can't even be too mad at it at that point.
yeah. Like you have the Jesse Pinkman in your ear.
Jesse, you got the Jesse.
The Jesse Pinkman in your ear for 8 episodes, like
The Jesse Pinkman.
the Jesse Pinkman. You got Moist Critical. You got Laura Bailey, however you say her name.
It was supposed to be a live action thing, but got out to COVID.
Oh yeah.
We love that COVID.
Was there any other points you wanted to hit, Kaizen? Because I hit all my points.
Not particularly. Majority of it is it's a really good game. I'm disappointed with the ending heavily. But if we get a season 2, I hope they kind of negate that ending and pick one forcibly for you so that you can continue from there. Because I'm not a fan of the way that.
I make the ending, not you.
Not you, right? I was not a fan. I don't know why I'm still here for you. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. He a fan. He's a fan. He's a fan. They could do better. I want to talk about the version of the game where Robert's a murderer, and then that'll be like my last point.
The part of the game that what?
My last
The one where he killed him at the end there, right?
Robert kills Shroud ending. What do you think on that?
I think that defeats the purpose of the game.
I heavily. Again, I think that depends on the version of Robert you picked.
I think that with a game
that does matter.
I think a game that is literally meant to have the theme and the main message of I hate this music. Wow. That just made me upset. What is this? Give me one
Like
second.
my Robert was an everyman apparently.
Is it?
Got a background full of Twinkies. That is crazy.
I was gonna say, I think that with a game that has the main theme be, hey, you're somebody who did, not the best thing, or you could be like, hey, you're somebody who was going through, something in your life, aka Robert losing his robot. You have to get yourself back on your feet, and you have to redeem yourself, or you have the possibility of redemption based off the choices you make. I think that's the whole point of the game. Even as much as I disagree with the story beats at times, and I heavily disagree with some story beats because I feel like some characters aren't worth redemption, and I think that's the main game's biggest issue.
I feel like some of them are
not worth redemption. I think that if you are somebody who actively went out your way to kill people or cause mass destruction, basically they were a terrorist group. They were a terrorist group. I can't feel any remorse for you when it comes to, the repercussions that you have to face, or feeling like as if you should be able to have the ability to have some redemption. Because I think that's the main argument that I think people are having with Robert killing Shroud. The main theme is is redemption. But the issue is that writers made it put in a way where it's very hard for you as a viewer to feel as if Shroud should be redeemed when he's literally causing mass destructions, killed the main character's father, and killed numerous other people. Like, it's very hard for me to feel bad for a terrorist.
What you mean? Naruto forgave Obito? When he killed his father.
Naruto is a scrub
Naruto's
for
not
that.
fit to be
Naruto is a
Hokage.
scrub for that.
You can sit here and debate why this man isn't fit to be Kage a million times over. This man's a
Lord
child.
Donzo was right.
Yep.
Donzo was right.
Yep.
I
So
don't know. What
I just think that as a whole, I personally don't think it goes with the message of the game, which is supposed to be redemption. But I think the writers did such a poor job with keeping these themes consistent for, like you said, two characters of Visigal and Shroud, that I think that if you did kill him as a person who played the game, I understand why you would do that. So I get it. I'm not mad at it. But I definitely feel like the intent of the game with this message is to not kill Shroud. That's the intent. They just didn't deliver it well. How the F am I supposed to feel bad for a dude who was actively blowing up buildings and people's cars and killing people? That's very hard for me to do. Feel like, oh yeah, he could redeem himself. No, I don't even want him locked under the jail. End him now.
I used to be just like you.
But yeah, that's my thoughts, Kaizen.
Yeah. That's why I think the most canon ending is the one. 'Cause I don't think Shroud should have lived, or at least I don't think they should have killed him. I think they should have gravely close to injured him, on some Walking Dead shit, barely alive. But I don't think it feels right for Robert to do it either.
I think that, in my personal opinion, season 2, I think a great way of getting season 2 to actually hit the ground running is to have the aftermath of Shroud's followers try to rekindle his ideology and having to deal with that aftermath. Because I think that's another part that I feel like a lot of games and a lot of stories that people write don't always hit. When you have a main villain who did a lot of villain-ish, especially terroristic-ish, they never talk about the people who were his followers and the little, I'm gonna say it, summer ants who are the aftermath of the main ant. Like how is the city now that there's a post Shroud being out of the effing, crime syndicate going? Well, where are his followers? Are they causing problems? How has his ideology that he's put across the city impacted the masses or the villains community? Like, I would love to see that.
So how's the Summer Ants doing without him? I agree. I think someone else with a similar ideology that Fraud from Boruto did for Itachi and them would do well if it's written well. Because Shin was a good character. He just was written fraudulent as hell. I think Shin would be a great character if they did it right. Not some pushover with a makeshift Mangekyo.
That's what I'm saying.
We kind of do the same with Shroud. Pick a character who's equally as menacing, someone who doesn't quite understand his ideology because it wants to, I don't know, impress him or live up to it. The same way Rob is trying to live up to Mega Man. Something like that would be interesting.
We need a Kabuto.
You do. That's a good way to put it. Mount Ryuji type shit. Overall, I give the game. What do you score? Can end it off with the score. What do you?
I'm gonna get. I feel like I'm gonna get hate for this.
Yes, sir.
I think it's a 6.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Can't wait for that hate, man.
6. Downvoted and unsubscribed.
I'm gonna say 6.
Why?
I think with all the issues that we hit or touched upon, I think it made the game not the best experience. I think in the next week and a half, we're gonna think about this game again, and in the high that we're getting off this game is gonna be down, and this is gonna be my realistic score. I think that there's
above average.
I think it's above average. I think it does things really well when it wants to, but I think it also hits a lot of bad sour notes, and I think those bad sour notes really watered down the overall experience, especially with the inconsistency with the characters and the writing. I think if they had a solid all the way through, this joint would have been a great 8. But I just think because of all the problems that it kept facing with Invisigal, decisions, the pacing of certain parts, the lack of consequences for certain actions, or even giving the option of consequences, and also just the weird, like, Shroud debacle at the end with him trusting Invisigal, it just doesn't make much sense to me. And then, like I said, the wishy-washiness with saying, like, hey, would Robert kill Shroud or not? And the message being that, like, hey, people are worth redeeming. But then Shroud isn't having any qualities that showcase him being worth redemption. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. And I guess the one part is, like, I guess they would say that Robert is supposed to be like a hero, and the hero never kills anybody. So if you look at the scene where he kills or is about to kill Shroud, he looks at the puddle, and if you kill Shroud, the puddle shows a reflection of a man who looks really angry. So I guess that's supposed to show that's a bad decision because that's not what a hero would do. But what the F did you want me? This dude's blowing up people. Like, what did you want me to do?
People.
He's blowing up people.
You're supposed to talk no jutsu, Hoshi.
He hung you by your undies, like Robert said, like a piñata, and beat you to you black and blue.
That's
It doesn't mean anything. You're supposed to talk no jutsu.
I'm supposed to.
Has Naruto taught you nothing?
I'm supposed to cough in no grave. Get him out.
You're supposed to try to convince him. You just like him.
Convince him. He's seen all 95 million of my response dialogue trees.
You used to be just like him.
Yeah.
He literally before the fight, Robert was about to say something, and he literally said the same thing because he knew Robert was gonna say it. What am I gonna say to him that's gonna convince him otherwise when he knows all my dialogue trees? I can't say anything to you, bro. You already knew what I'm about to say.
He wanted to become the Hokage too.
Nah. He wants to be a Hokage when he's really a third Hokage. Didn't do anything, caused more problems than people want to admit. He's a Danzo / third Hokage mix together. Crazy word. But yeah, I give it a 6. I think it was a little too inconsistent for my liking. It was a great game overall, like in the sense of like it had really high quality of characters with their character traits. It had great animation, and I like the character models and everything, and I even like the different choices you can make. But with the lack of clarity on how your choices affect certain things, the lack of consistency with writing and certain character directions with their motivations, and I think the lack of variety with like certain gameplay, because like all you're doing is dispatching, and like Kaizen said, that gets boring after a while. I can't see myself getting it higher than, I will be generous and say a 7. So I'll say my final answer is a 7.
Just a 7, huh?
Because they also did good, like they were able to get amazing voice actors for this game. That's a feat. I'll say a 7. Final answer. What about you, Kaizen? This man's locked into Storm. Let's see who he's fighting right now.
This man was fighting Ishikis a minute ago. Man was fighting mod teams that whole stream.
Is he there? Cousin, you there, man?
You on that game? He's streaming.
What about you, Miss? What do you think? What would your rating be?
Let's say 7, 7.5.
All right. Once Kaizen comes back, I'm gonna take his opinion, and I'm ending stream, guys. Tired.
Although
Kaizen, you there,
this
man?
game exposed the player base more than anything. A lot of you boys are super down bad. That's first of all.
What you mean, bro?
And second of all, I don't know how y'all thought Blonde Blazer was the one who was going to betray them. I still don't know how y'all came to that conclusion.
I think it's because of how she was just like way too interested in Robert. That's why. Like she just met him, and she was caressing his face, saying this will do just fine, and looking at him with a smile on ish. Did just met this man the same day. Had a drink with him and everything, and then flew him to a billboard. I don't know, bro. That's weirdo behavior, bro.
Not weirdo behavior.
No, weirdo behavior is I pull up on you in the bathroom.
What the fucking Justice League is going on today?
I pull up on you in the bathroom while you're pulling out shrapnel from your chest.
All right,
that's weirdo behavior.
But Kaizen, what's your rating, man?
I'm gonna definitely give this shit an 8.
Oh wow.
So wow about that.
What made it an 8 for you?
Years ago. I mean, the story itself. Oh,
hey yo,
looking ass. I know somebody in the comments gonna be like, "Moo, bro, like me for real."
Bro, like me for real.
Real niggas.
Nah, I think it's a 8 because it's genuinely a good storytelling game, and up until the last arc, they did pretty well, extremely well for the game that they created. To be honest, nah, I'm going off now. Hit that nigga.
Nah, you're not fighting the Justice League teams. I need to see the Ishiki and Ashura again.
But the story alone, like I said, the last episode unfortunately is really the fuck up. But if we're gonna take away episode 8, which, the ending is just as important as the rest of the game, because the ending, it's like reading a book. If you read a book and it's really good, you want the ending to be good. You want it to be satisfying. You know, oh man. But I don't think it was that bad to the point where, it's unfinishable. I think at that point that's what would make it like a 6 but because it was consistent up until 8. And even episode 8 itself was pretty interesting. The graphics were good. The fight scene was fire. I just think the rushing is what really killed it. So, yeah, look at 8. For the realistic storytelling aspect, because that's not easy, especially
I think what really just killed it for me was Invisigal. Her character was just so all over the place, and since she's like one of the most, if not the most important character in the game, I was just like, I can't.
I can fix it though.
I'm not. Chat, thank you for joining me on the stream with Kaizen. I hope that y'all have a good one. This is going to be a short stream. Appreciate y'all. Catch y'all later.
Sure.
Couldn't fix her, you know what I'm saying?
I'm good. I don't need to fix her. She can go to therapy for that.